Check this out. You can't tell what's happening just by looking at the unit, but it's 30 years old, and it started going out a couple weeks ago. And it's the whole thing. When it rains, it pours. I'll tell you what, it has been super hot in Texas. If you're also in Texas, you know what I'm talking about. And the last thing you want at the beginning of the summer is for your air conditioning system to go out. And it's so old that it's not worth replacing just a part of it. So, it's the whole thing. Anyways, the AC guy is actually my neighbor. I met him. He was out in his yard doing some stuff. I was out in our yard doing some stuff. And one of our other neighbors talked highly of him, went over, said hi. He's a believer also, and he's been doing air conditioning for like 40 years. So I had him come over and check it out. But this is what I'm working on today and getting ready for the Together22 event. I'm in the garage. We have all these sandbags for the event that I need to fill up these things and then put them in here. I've been letting the sand dry out over the last couple days, coming out and stirring it. And I gotta fill up a whole lot more of these Ziplocs with this sand. Hopefully there's enough. Put them in these sandbags. And for the event, we need these sandbags to help hold down like tripods and stuff like that, banners and so forth, because there's going to be a lot of traffic and we don't want them to get knocked over. Anyways, that's what I'm doing the rest of this morning. It's hot. So I'll put it on time lapse and let you guys watch me fill these up. Yeah, I should have gotten a lot more sand. There's only 6 that I was able to fill, and there's 12 right here total. And I got 2 bags of sand the first time, so I need to go get 2 more bags of sand, spread them out in these little kiddie pools, set them out in the sun, and let them dry out for the next couple days, and then fill up the rest of these sometime next week. There's never enough time. Let's go to Home Depot. But first, need to lock up the house, and I am sweating like crazy. Let's walk inside and, whoo! So what's wrong with the AC unit is, first of all, it's 30 years old, but the evap coil is rusted and leaking, and a lot of the king valves out on the outside unit are leaking, and so it's just not holding Freon. So he put some more Freon in it, and it is bringing it down. Like an hour ago, it was 75. Yesterday, it hit 85, and I've had it at 70, basically nonstop. And it just can't keep up with it. But now that there's more Freon, he put some leak seal in it for the meantime until we're able to replace the system. So, it feels good in here. It is working. I'm gonna get cleaned up a little bit, go to Home Depot, get some more sandbags, finish that up. So I was on my way to Home Depot and I had an idea. The problem is with the sand that I gotta let it dry out, and that takes a couple days. And I gotta have these sandbags ready on Monday because we're setting up the booth as a test run, which you'll see here in just a second. And I'm gonna be out of town this weekend, so I'm not gonna have time to do it. And I was like, man, what else? It's kind of like sand that I could use to fill this up. I don't have to wait for it to dry. I'm like, rice, duh, or beans or something like that. So I'm going into Kroger right now to see if I can find a big cheap bag of beans or rice that I can use. Let's see what we got. Yeah, never mind. That's gonna be like 60 bucks to fill up those last bags versus sand is gonna be like $5 or $10. So we're just gonna go get the sand and figure it out. Maybe it'll just have wet sand in the bags and figure it out later. Simple. It's never a simple solution. I feel like this is just the way things always happen for me. I'm like on a roll, in a groove, and then something comes up. Sandbags are relatively insignificant, but it's like one thing after another with stuff like this that just builds up, you know, builds up. Like, sandbags aren't that important to the success of this booth, but it's so easy to let sandbags ruin your day, you know? Don't have enough sand, gotta run out. Now this, 30-minute deal is gonna end up taking about 2 hours because I gotta go to the store and get this stuff, and might not even be finished because then I gotta dry it out and blah, blah, blah. Then there's also like the AC going out, and that's a whole ordeal. And then Sunday, Sarah and I found out that one of the little diamonds on her wedding band fell out. So then had to file a claim with our jewelry insurance. Little things that add up, and the stresses in life. It's so easy to get distracted by those things and forget what the mission is that God has set before us: to love others well and to help bring them closer to Christ, to build others up in the faith. It's so hard to keep that in perspective in the nuances and stresses of life. Y'all, I just watched that last video to make sure I was like holding the camera right and the audio wasn't too bad. Y'all didn't even tell me I had eye gunk up in here, man. Come on, thought you were my friend. Sand is gonna take forever to dry out, but what about rocks? Now, we don't want rocks like this. Those are too big. We're going to fill up space. We don't need stuff like that. That's too big. Too big. Too big. Definitely too big. But what about some pea gravel, y'all? Boom. Already got it loaded up. Let's go. Okay, we got it poured in to the little things. Now, take my handy dandy Amish rake. So I just, I'm out of breath. Stood out in the sun, scraping and raking and turning those things all around so it would dry out faster. And, oh, it feels good in here. It's going well. They're pretty much all dried out now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of those bags filled up. But I'll see you guys at, the Hope Center. Okay, we have everything here in the conference room. Say hi, everyone. Hi, yo. This is part of the team helping coordinate the booth, and we're doing a test run to get it set up in here. Look at this. So we're gonna have 2 tables right here, and then when we walk in the back, we're gonna have 2 tables right here with artifacts and facsimiles of ancient manuscripts. And then all these boxes here have individual pieces of paper in them that we're gonna take out and have stacked up in a special way so they're stable to represent the amount of manuscripts. This is pretty sweet.
We're gonna go get the gumballs.
And we're gonna have a gumball machine over here, because why not? Everyone, y'all have met Matthew. Who are you?
I'm the other Austin.
I'm the other Austin.
Then I'm the first Austin.
Yeah, this is Austin Fruits. He's one of our speakers.
Yep.
He's the newest on the team. You officially joined staff, reporting for your role
Position.
like a couple months ago. Yeah. And he lives in California. He's out here for the event. He's going to be doing one of the breakout sessions with Josh, Matthew, and Ben on Saturday at 3 o'clock. So we're doing a test run, sending it all up now to make sure we have everything that we need. And then we're going to take it all back down and get it packed up into a box truck and get everything ready. Just got home. That was a very busy day. Very hot and sweaty, loading things up into that box truck. I didn't show you guys a video of that. Yeah, that was fun, trying to get everything to fit inside of the box truck. We didn't set up everything that we were going to. Like, all the TVs were having issues getting the audio to work. It's a whole thing. And yeah, there's just a lot of details that have come together. There's a lot of details that are falling apart in a way. Like, we're giving away 40,000 copies of More Than a Carpenter. They were supposed to be delivered today to a church near the office. They might get so that tomorrow we could do some stickering on them, putting these resource QR code stickers on them. And we were going to do that tomorrow. We have a whole bunch of volunteers ready to go. Turns out the books aren't going to be there until the end of the day tomorrow. So now we got to figure that out. That's not my department. But anyways, it's one of those things. It's just some details come together perfectly. Some details don't at all. And we try to remain flexible. And we try to remain up on it. Hey, this is the brother that's helping me out with the AC. I'm going to talk to him for a second. Anyways, letting the dog go potty and all that stuff. I love y'all so much. Ministry team, you guys are incredible. I'm going to end the video here, and the next video is going to be all about the big event. And it's going to get the first part of that video. We're going to be setting it up. I'm going to bring you guys along for the whole journey. We're doing 2 videos this month. So be on the lookout for that video. And always remember what God is doing in your life amidst the details. Love you.